Okay, let us start with next type of annotations, that is dimensions. So if you go with any linear dimensions or first dimensions in your drawing, sometimes it will happen that your dimension will be too small. There will be lot of decimal points. There will be small arrows. Okay, so these all things can be controlled using dimension style first, and then you can go with the dimension commands. Okay, so command for that is dim style, dim style, enter, and there will be a dialog box of dimension style manager. Okay, so you can either use standard style and modify it, or you can also make a new dimension style. Let us say AutoCAD dim is my new dimension style. Okay, now this dialog box is basically having all the options by which you can control the dimensions. Okay, now you can control first tab is line tab. So these are the line properties. So if you want some colors, you can add colors to that line. Okay, line types you can add. Okay, important point is offset from origin. Okay, so if I add one here, that is very small right now. If I add one here, that will make the offset from the origin which you are selecting for the dimensions. So this is basically dividing, separating your dimensions and the actual figure. That is very important. So that can be one option. Okay, so lot of options are there. You can have fixed length if you want. You can have colors to the extension line if you want. Okay, so you can play with all these options and fix your dimension style for this file. Okay, similarly you can enter into the symbols and arrows. Then your first arrow, let us say I want a blank arrow. Second arrow also I want blank arrow. Generally it is closed arrow. Okay, what kind of head you want? I want a normal head, I want a filled head. Okay, so that can be changed. The important thing is arrow size. Okay, so now if you are giving dimension arrow size as 3, you can make text size as 5. That is basically a ratio I follow. Okay, so if I am using 3, then we can do that. Then center mark option, break size option, jog lines. If you are using it for radius, you can have the jog lines options also. So you can also try with these options and you will get preview in this small window. Okay, then comes about the text. Now what kind of text we want? Okay, so color, let us say I want green color for text. Okay, then text height I want 5, and now it is showing a good text height. Okay, then what kind of text placement you want? Centered, above the line. Okay, so this is above the line. Then you want, say, outside, below. Generally it is centered by default. Okay, you can have aligned text with the dimensions, so this will change. Vertical dimensions will have aligned text. ISO standards you can also use. Generally we use horizontal. Okay, so these things can be used in your text styles, text standards. Okay, then you can go to fits. Okay, fits and tolerance. If you want to implement, you can also go for the tolerance and what kind of tolerance you want: symmetrical, deviation, limits, basic, both sides, single side. Okay, how you want to give the tolerance, that can be also done. We are interested in primary units. Okay, now here precision is 0.00004 zeros. So if you want to control that, you can just go to 0.0 or 0.00, depends what kind of accuracy you are going to have in your drawing, and you can change that. Okay, so that will reduce the length of your dimension. Then also you can add the alternate dimensions if you want. Say right now my units are decimal, I can change it to architecture and get the feet and inches unit. Okay, in brackets. Okay, so that can be done. Precision for that. Okay, so same thing but with a different dimension, alternate units. If you want, you can add at any moment. Okay, I am saying okay for right now. I am giving a lot of colors here. The important points are the offset from origin in the lines, symbols and arrows, size of symbols and arrows, text, height of your dimension, and in primary units, precision. These are the 4 basic things. Other things you can play around and have one what kind of dimensions you want, that you can check. Okay, I am saying okay here. After saying okay, go to AutoCAD dimensions which we have created and say a set current, so that whatever current dimensions I am using, that will be my dimension style which is applied. Okay, and then I go to linear from first point to second point, and I have the dimensions. Now if you feel this text height and arrow is too large, let us say I am using one more, let us say radius for this. And if you think this is too large, what you can do is you can go to dim style again, dim sty, and what I can do is I can modify. What I can modify, I can select this AutoCAD dim and then I can say I can modify it. Okay, so I want a smaller arrow size, let us say 2. I want smaller text height, let us say 3 maybe. Okay, and okay. Now if I say close here, that will not be applied unless and until I say set current. So if you say set current, then only it will be applied and you can see the changes. Okay, so this is the dimension style option. The 1 mm distance offset from origin is this distance, the distance between the object and the actual dimension. Okay, so these are the basic settings you can do with the dimension style. You can create your own styles in dimension style and save those styles for further future use. Okay, thank you.